In this video, we're taking a look at some of the best settings to use here in Black Ops 6 Season 5. If you're trying to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, as well as gun skill, you came to the right place. Let's get into it. And by the way, if you need help leveling up all your weapons but don't have enough time to play, SkyCoach has you covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons and even unlocking your camo challenges all the way up from gold, diamond, and even dark matter camo. So for cheap, reliable, and safe Black Ops 6 and Warzone services on all platforms, check out SkyCoach. They offer 24/7 support, so you know you have your back covered. And you can use my discount code EARS to save off your purchases. My link is going to be at the top of the description, so make sure to check out SkyCoach to save time and get back into the game. As you can see, I play with an Xbox Elite controller on PC with one paddle on the back, the short paddle set up for jumping. Now, these settings are going to work no matter what console you're playing on, and also no matter what controller you're playing with, whether it has a paddle or multiple paddles in the back or not. Now, for button layout, I recommend playing on Tactical. Tactical is going to be the absolute best button layout, remapping your crouch and prone button so you can perform a drop shot a lot easier by just pressing down on your right thumbstick, and you can also stay aimed down sight when drop shotting. This is going to allow you to win a lot more gunfights, and you can get in and out of cover a lot faster, which is going to keep you alive so you can hit your streaks. Now, what you should also do is adjust your horizontal as well as vertical stick sensitivity. I recommend playing within that 1.4 to 1.6 range. This is roughly going to be a 4 to a high 6, maybe a low 7 sensitivity feel, and it's going to be perfect, especially if you are struggling at outgunning players at those medium to longer ranges. That's where I feel like a lot of players are going to be falling short. This is going to be fast enough to turn on players, but it's also not going to be fast to where you're going to feel that you're missing a lot of shots and you're losing a lot of long range gunfights, because I know that is incredibly annoying. And honestly, with Call of Duty, the way it's headed, it's very important that you are accurate so you can get the fastest time to kill, hitting center mass or a headshot. So make sure you guys play within that 1.4 to 1.6 range. I recommend starting at the 1.4 and then working your way up to 1.6 and finding that healthy middle ground so you can absolutely dominate players no matter where they are on the map. Now, what you also want to do here is adjust your vibration. I personally like to go ahead and turn vibration off so there is no play with my controller, especially if I'm trying to outgun somebody at longer ranges, because again, that's where a lot of players are going to fall short and get outgunned. I don't like vibration, but again, this might be a setting where you actually like that real world feel when you're firing your weapon or when explosions go off next to you. Turn it off. Maybe you like it turned off, but it could be a setting where you turn it off and you want to turn it right back on. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to be a personal preference setting. Now, here are my dead zones. They're going to be specific to my controller and my controller's health. So keep that in mind. You might need to go ahead and adjust some. But again, this is going to combat as much stick drift as possible. Now, under the aimings tab, there are some settings you absolutely must adjust. For sensitivity multiplier, I recommend going ahead and adjusting your ADS sensitivity multiplier to 0.7. This is going to be 1 by default. It's going to allow you to have less stick play with your thumbstick as well when you're aimed down sight, so you can be a lot more accurate at those longer ranges. A setting I highly recommend switching immediately. You are going to see a drastic improvement with your long range gunfights. You can also adjust focusing as well. Now, under the aiming advanced settings here, you can see under look inversion, there is something you need to adjust right now. For your ADS sensitivity transition timing, you absolutely must select this for instant. This is going to be allowing you to have less delay, because if you don't go ahead and put this at instant, there is going to be a delay when you're trying to adjust aiming down sight from target to target to target, and you absolutely don't want that to happen here in Black Ops 6. You're going to lose a lot of unnecessary close and mid-range gunfights if this is not selected to instant. So make sure you guys make that change immediately. Now, for your aim assist response curve type, I always recommend playing on standard, because at a moment's notice, they can go ahead and adjust how the aim assist feels here in Black Ops 6. They've done it in Modern Warfare 3 randomly. They've done it at the beginning of Black Ops 6 before the game actually released during the beta. So that's why I recommend playing on standard, especially now since we are in the last couple of months of Black Ops 6. There's no need to go ahead and get used to linear or dynamic if you have not already, because going into Black Ops 7, they could make another snap adjustment, and guess what? You're gonna have to relearn how to use the aim assist, which is incredibly frustrating. We had to do that for the past 2 Call of Duties, and that's why I recommend playing on standard, so it's gonna be a safety measure. You don't have to essentially get messed up when the game first comes out or right before the game comes out and have to spend a bunch of time trying to adjust your settings and get used to the aim assist. We don't got time for that. We're trying to jump in and dominate lobbies. That's exactly why I recommend staying on standard, especially as of right now. Now, obviously, target aim assist is going to be turned on. ADS aim assist is going to be turned on. Motion sensor behavior is going to be shut off. Now, under the movement setting, I do go ahead and play with tactical sprint assist enabled. This is so I can get around the map a lot faster. And if you do want to play on tactical sprint assist, make sure that I have the sprint assist delay turned to 0. So again, there is no delay. You don't want to have any type of delay with the movement here in Black Ops 6. Otherwise, you are going to be losing a lot of unnecessary gunfights. For mantle assist, I have this turned off. Crouch assist is going to be shut off. Corner slice is going to be shut off, and slide dive behavior is going to be set to hybrid. So I have complete control over the Omni movement. I don't want to accidentally mantle over something on the ground while I'm mid gunfight and lose the gunfight. It's incredibly annoying. It's happened before. I can guarantee it's probably happened to you. So make sure you guys have these settings selected so you have full control over the Omni movement. You're still going to have it, but you want to make sure that you're not unnecessarily doing something mid gunfight that could toss the gunfight and lose your streak. Imagine how annoying it would be being on a 25+ streak, about to get your first nuke or another nuke, and you die because you're in the middle of a gunfight and your character accidentally mantles over a box on the ground nearby. Happen. I don't want it to happen again. That's exactly why I have my settings set up the way they are. Everything else here is going to be the same. I've not made any other adjustments under movement. For the combat settings, the only thing I do go ahead is have my C4 detonation set to 1 by 1, so I can go ahead and activate them when I want to. I don't have to throw both of them down at the same time. Everything else here is going to be the same, not made any other controller adjustments. Now, under the graphics settings, I do recommend going ahead and having motion reduction preset turned off. Arachnophobia mode, that's personal preference. I have it shut off. FOV, I always recommend playing within that 100 to 120 FOV range, just so you get a bigger picture. And also, when you select affected ADS field of view, it is going to mirror whatever FOV you have selected for your iron sight or optic. It's going to allow you to have less visual recoil, so you can outgun players at longer ranges a lot easier. Overall, 2 settings I highly recommend going ahead and adjusting right now if you have not already. Everything else here is going to be the same. You do want to shut off world as well as weapon motion blur. This is going to allow you to see people a lot easier, especially in dark corners, and it's not going to have a ridiculously annoying haze on your screen, especially if you're moving fast. You just want to shut this off. There are 2 settings that realistically need to be gone in Call of Duty. First person camera movement, I have this set to 50%, and this is going to be very important because if you are playing small maps and explosions are going off, it's not going to shake your screen nearly as much. If you have it at 50%, it's going to be a lot easier to go ahead and control things and overall not have as much screen shake. So make sure you guys have this setting selected as well. Everything else here is going to be the same. I do have inverted flashbang on because that's what I prefer. And honestly, it's going to be, in my personal opinion, a lot less annoying if you get hit with the flashbang when you have inverted flashbang selected. Now, for the audio settings, they don't call me ears for nothing. These are very important here in Black Ops 6. For master gain volume, I have this cranked all the way up to 100 so I can hear things very easily. But for the gameplay music volume, as you can tell in this video, I do recommend going ahead and reducing this down to 30 so it's not going to be as overbearing. Now, what you also want to do is play on the headphones bass boost audio mix. This is going to jack up footsteps as well as gunfire audio so you can hear people a lot easier and pinpoint where people are going to be at without the use of a UAV. Very important. If you have a headset that you are currently using that you've bought within the last 7 years, I have Astro A40 TRs that I bought back when Infinite Warfare was prime Call of Duty. Guys, you're gonna be cooking, man. These headsets, they're great. Astro A40s, I know a lot of people have moved on to different brands, but mine has still been putting in work since Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. There's absolutely no reason to go ahead and ditch it. So that's exactly why I play on headphones bass boost. Everything else here is going to be the same. I've not made any other audio adjustments. The only technical audio adjustments that I have made is going to be microphone mode set to push to talk. Obviously, I make videos. Imagine how annoying it would be if I was live commenting in game and getting everybody upset. So that's exactly why I have push to talk enabled. And finally, under the interface settings, you want to go to gameplay HUD and you want to adjust your mini map shape. You want to select square. It's going to give you a bigger mini map picture. It's going to be a lot better than circle because it's going to be a lot easier to read and interpret the mini map and adjust your position depending on where people are spawning at, as well as traffic flow that's happening on the map. If you do want a video where I can explain how to read and interpret the mini map, let me know down in the comment section. And also let me know how you're feeling about Black Ops 6 at this current juncture. This is all you're going to want to adjust under the interface settings, especially under the gameplay HUD. These are going to be the absolute best settings to use here in Black Ops 6 Season 5 as of right now. These settings are designed to help you improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill. So make sure you guys adjust your sensitivity accordingly. I highly recommend playing within that 4 to 6 sensitivity range so you can outgun players a lot easier at longer ranges and obviously still have that capability of turning on players at close range. If these videos do help you out, especially this specific settings video, if it's transformed your gameplay, come back to it. Let me know down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.